What's going on, y'all? Let me know how we sounded. Let me know how we sounded. Let me know how the audio sounds. Let me know how the music sounds. What's going on? So gold said fuck us last night. Shout out to those that traded last night. This goes back to what I was talking about during TikTok live. You can trade whatever. Literally, as soon as Tokyo session started, gold took a fucking dump, then took another dump at 10 o'clock. So we're just looking for retracements right now. So right now the game plan is we're gonna be looking for NAS buys, and no surprise, surprise. We're gonna be looking for gold sales, and we're gonna be looking for GU sales. Now, if y'all did not watch the Monday chart analysis, again, usually it's a Sunday chart analysis, but we had a holiday. Make sure to watch this. Like I always tell y'all, this is not just go over what I see price doing Monday night going into Tuesday or Sunday night going into Monday, but it goes with what I see price doing throughout the entire week. Just like I told you at the beginning of the week on Monday, was gonna be looking for gold sales and Q buys. Look what price has been doing all week so far. All right, so make sure to check that out. But yeah, so we're just waiting for some retracements. So NAS just broke this level, so we're going to see if we can hold this level. It did do a good retracement. If it breaks past 29,670, I'm not going to look for buys no more. But if it can't hold this level, I'm not against looking for buys here. Now we do have some news today at 8:30, so make sure to keep that in mind. We do have some news at 8:30 today. For the USD. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Make sure to like the lives or hop up in here and subscribe if you have not already. We're almost at 5,900 subscribers. We're almost at 6K subscribers. We can get to that easily. I got a new video dropping for y'all later on today, and I got a new video for the stock and crypto channel dropping for y'all later on today as well. Just dropped the Bitcoin analysis for y'all the other day. Make sure to check that out if you have not already, and make sure to subscribe to the stock and crypto channel, because I am going to be consistently posting on there. I got a bunch of videos I got to edit and post this weekend. So make sure to check that stuff out. But yeah, so we're going to be looking to see if we can hold this level of support right here. As far as NAS100 is concerned, if we can maintain 29,900 as support, we're going to be looking for buys. Let me know if the audio sounds good. We're about to get into this, y'all. We're about to get into this. What's going on, yo? What's going on? Yeah, I got a lot of DMs. I'm gonna respond to y'all's DMs. I fucking woke up, my shit's flooded. Shout out to y'all, but I'm gonna get to y'all's messages. Don't worry. But I gotta sleep at some point, so I did knock out last night. But I got y'all. I got y'all. Y'all already know the drill. If y'all got any questions, drop them in the chat. Want me to look at any charts, drop them in the chat. But we're just chilling, patiently waiting. We got a few sets we're looking at though. Let's see if NAS can hold this level right here. Gold, we're gonna be looking for sales too, so we're gonna just like price for trace. Again, did a big ass dump last night, so we're looking to see if we can retest 4406 or BCR maintain 4382 as resistance. Then we could look for sales going to 4356. Could also look for sales up here as well. Now, y'all know I don't really like to look for sells or buy sells when we did a big ass move and the day just started. So we're gonna let price for trace a little bit. Not looking at GJ because we look at GJ rejected, so we're gonna leave GJ alone. So we're gonna be looking for GU sales. If GU can retest 3425 or BCR maintain 3090 as resistance, we can look for sales. So we got a few setups we're looking at, y'all. We got a few setups we're looking at. Let's see if NAS can hold this level here. What's going on, New? What's going on, Joy? What's going on, yo? What's going on? What's going on, Imperium? Yeah, we're looking at NQ right here. Make sure you like the lives, you hop up in here and subscribe if you have not already. So if we cannot maintain BCR 29900 support, we could see price try to retest 29800. Much rather see it hold this level here though. But we just gotta wait to see what price does. Just gotta wait to see what price does. Yeah, futures and forex prices are slightly different. The market structure is the same, but the prices are different. That's why, for example, when I called the NAS100 signal yesterday, that's why you see I called a NAS100 setup and an NQ setup, right? So you see the entries different, SLs different, SLs different, the TPs are different. So I do adjust for that in the signal room and for the members of students. So if y'all are in the Playmaker University, the Advanced Play signal room, y'all know in the New York price watch list, I give you the NQ prices, the NAS100 prices, the gold prices, and the GC prices. And if we was looking at the US30, I give you the US30 and the YM prices. Right, that's why also you can see on Tuesday, same thing, NAS100 and Q. Right. Then we look at last week. We took it in gold setup. So let's see what the gold setup. Yeah, so you see here this NQ setup from last week, same thing. Right. And then when we go to the week before that, we went 3-0. This is the last week of the month, so we're gonna be doing the tally of how we did this month. But y'all can kind of see how we did this month. We only lost like 3 or 4 trades this month, which is not bad. You see right here, US30 YM, same thing. The US30 YM, different prices, right? So I do adjust for that. So don't know where I do adjust for that. You see right here with the gold setup, same thing, gold, GC, different entries, different SLs. I can pull it up in a second. I'm just trying to watch this really quick. If y'all got any questions, drop in the chat. Want me to look into your charts, drop in the chat. Got a new 15 about to pop up in a little bit. Right, like when I drag NQ over, y'all can see market structure looks exactly the same. Here's the drop. Here's what price is doing right here. And then we look at NAS100. Here's the drop. Yeah, so the prices are just slightly off. And also, you got to pay for the updated data. It's the only downside of futures. All right, let's see if we can hold this level, y'all. We're gonna see if we can close here. We can close here. We're gonna look for a possible buy setup. Shout out to those that was in the TikTok live yesterday. Shout out to those that was in the London session live yesterday. If y'all was in the live yesterday, we took this NQ setup live, and then we also had this gold setup play out. Then I re-entered this. You know, I guess let's go back to what I was talking about in the live yesterday, right? Do not fall for the hype. New York session is not the only session to trade. Look at gold. Gold dumped literally as soon as Tokyo session started. All right, New York session is not the only session to trade. Let's see what we got going on. We're just gonna keep it on NQ for right now because the other two charts got a little bit of work to do. Other two charts got a little bit of work to do. I could tie the stop. I doesn't gotta be this tight. And make it a little bit. Do it right here. So again, we know what the game plan is, we know what the bias is, so now we're just simply waiting for price to meet our confirmations. If it meets our confirmations, we take the setup. If it doesn't meet our confirmations, we don't take the setup. Alright, new 15 just popped up. Let's see if we can hold this level right here. Don't you hate when you go to an app or a website and out of nowhere they just change the whole layout? I don't know why they be doing that. Ask me before you do that shit. Don't just change shit out without asking me. Especially on your phone, like you don't update the app. How the hell did you change what the fuck we got going on? So now I'm on this website trying to figure out what the fuck we got going on. Not like when they change settings. Like what the fuck is going on? Font's different, the color's different. What we got going on? What we got going on? Alright, we're about to see if NAS can hold this right here. Turn off automatic updates. Well, I can't do that with websites, but I might have to do that with the apps. Let's see if I can do that with the apps. With the website overload. We're about to see if we can hold this level of support right here, yo. I put my phone in the charger too. Again, I'm gonna respond to y'all's messages in a little bit. Let me see if we can hold this little support right here. I do like this. We might jump in this. Just looking to see if we can hold right here. Those just joining the stream, we have not entered this trade yet. This is just a trade idea. We have not entered this trade yet. Again, for those that are new, you'll know when I enter the trade because everything I do is for a reason. Purposely have it all the way over here instead of on the candles because I'm not in the trade yet. So you'll know I'm in the trade if I put it on top of the candles. These are just my trade ideas right now. And this is how y'all should do it too. Y'all should know exactly what you're going to get yourself into before you pull the trigger. Right, you should not be trying to figure it out after you hit buy or sell. You should know exactly what your entry is going to be, your SO is going to be, your TP is going to be, what your RR is going to be before you take the setup. That way you can see if it's even worth taking the trade and worth the risk. Right, every time I'm live, every time I do this, the New York price watch list, you always see how my buy or sell ideas marked off already. Always, always, always. Always, always. Yeah, so I'm really just waiting to see if we can hold this level here. Again, look how prices react to this level. What's going on, Yas? How you feeling? It's too early. It ain't too early. Maybe it is early. How you feeling? I haven't seen you in a minute. Well, I know you be in here, but you know, you don't be commenting all the time. Order support, good. Yeah, just waiting for volume. Right, that's another reason why we don't really re-enter trades too many times. Like we might re-enter a trade once because you know shit happens, but we rarely have to re-enter a trade like 3 or 5 times, and that's because we don't just jump right into it. You know what I mean? I like to, you know how you go to the airport and they got the motherfuckers with them glowing sticks. I want to have price damn near show me like right now is the time. Land here, take this setup here before I take the trade, right? Because I don't like jump back in over and over because that causes bad habits. That's going to make you always just jump. You know what I'm saying? Everything's habits. Everything's repetition. You do everything you do. You're going to keep on doing it until you notice you're not doing it. You don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm just really just waiting to see if it's going to hold this level. And if it's showing it's going to hold this level and trying to take off, then I'll take the setup. You know what I mean? That's what I'm really waiting on right here. But I do like this, so we might pull a trade. So it's pushing now, so we might just hop in this. We might just hop in this. Again, we are trading all-time highs, but fuck it. We rode the all-time highs Tuesday and yesterday. Did a nice retracement. So again, as long as we don't break past 29,680, I'm looking for buys. Now we do have 830 USD news later on today. So for those that don't know how to trade news, all you gotta do is trade either before news or trade after news. That's all you gotta do. All you gotta do is either trade before news or trade after news. Right? You don't have to avoid the entire day because you know these motherfuckers love to go on social media when there's a news day. Oh, it's a red folder day. And, you know, again, they like to fear monger. All you gotta do is trade before news or trade after news. That's all you gotta do. But yeah, so NAS is kind of just teasing us right now. New 5-minute did just pop up. I got a certain price I'm waiting for it to but like I said, once price shows it's trying to do something, I'm gonna jump in the trade. But this is why I have no issue waiting, because a lot of people are like, oh, these confirmations you wait for. By the time these confirmations are met, price is gonna take off. Look how price has been chilling here for literally like 20 minutes, right? So we have not missed anything. If we would have taken this trade, we'd be just ranging in and out of drawdown and profit, right? So it's not like we missed anything. Right, even if we jumped into the trade, it's not like we would have missed anything. So that's why I'm like, there's no rush, right? Price is going to do what it's going to do, whether you're in the trade or not in the trade. You know what I'm saying? I do like this. So I do got the trade idea written up. So as soon as I like this, we will be jumping in this motherfucker. Make sure to explore the playlist while we're chilling. And again, like I said, I know I've been slacking with the stock and crypto channel. I've been busy as hell, but I do got videos both recorded. I just got to edit them. Posted a Bitcoin analysis for y'all the other day. Got some stock ETF videos dropping for y'all this week. And some crypto videos this weekend for y'all. Make sure to be on the lookout for that. All right, because some of y'all, so the OGs know, right? If you go to the playlist, you realize I only talk about 2 playlists, but you go to the playlist, you see there's a stock or crypto playlist, and you can see that's just from 2024, 2025. So again, when everybody was talking about the shit was crashing, and when the Bitcoin halving was happening, y'all can see what I was telling y'all. We've been doing this shit for a while. So again, this shit works on everything. But I think I confused the fuck out of my algorithm, so that's why I made a separate channel for stocks and crypto. So this channel is going to be just strictly day trading, the other channel is going to be stock and crypto. You was up for that gold dump? Hey, you can take your ass to sleep then, girl. You already made your bag, but I feel you. Appreciate you being in here. To see what I tell you, I be telling y'all folks, when I say I got people that be trading all times of the day, I do not be making this shit up. And I go put her business out there, but Jazz be killing it in the markets. I'm talking about Yaz been killing it in the markets. I'm talking about she started with the future side. Then she said, you know what? I'm gonna take the Forex side too. She's been killing it. What's going on, Jordan? How you feeling, my boy? I really like how you wait for the volume a bit. It helps a lot. Yeah, because again, volume is what makes price go up or go down, right? If there's a lack of volume, that's what we talk about during the TikTok lives. When there's a lack of volume, that's what causes like the consolidation and shit like that, right? So you want to trade with volume. That's why I don't get when people be online talk about, oh, I don't want to trade 9:30 open or New York open because there's too much volume. But then when there's not volume, these same people be online crying about price action is trash. I'm like, you're supposed to trade when there's volume. How are you going to make money if, like, because if price goes up or down, it takes volume. Like, look at this is volume. Look at these candlesticks, volume in these candlesticks, right? You want to use the volume to your advantage, but that's also why you want to go with the flow of price. A lot of people don't like to use trade when there's volume because, again, what are they telling y'all? They're telling y'all to go for reversals and hit these untested highs and lows, all this dumb shit. So that's why they don't like volume, because the volume goes against them. That's because they're going against the volume. You see what I'm saying? But when you go with the volume, there's nothing to be scared of. For example, look at this gold sell. Why did we say gold sells yesterday? Look which way the volume went. So is the volume bad? No. You just got to go with the flow of price. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the gold settle last night. Look at the volume. Look at the volume. Right? The gold settle from Tuesday. Look at the volume. Right? We took the NAS100 settle yesterday in the live stream. Did the scary volume fuck us up? No. That's why you want to go with the flow of price. When we look at the buy settle we took on Tuesday. Did the volume, you see, you want volume, right? Because when there's low volume, price struggles to do shit. You see, when you look how there's lack of volume, look how many times people would have got their quote unquote stop loss, hunted, all this dumb shit. Right? So you want to trade when there's volume. Right? All the shit people complain about online, you want to use that to your advantage. That's what we do here. All the shit the markets do that people complain about, like they get fucked over with, we use that to our advantage. The volume we use to our advantage, support resistance we use to our advantage. Right? All the shit they complain about, we use to our advantage. It's like here, look how there's a lack of volume. How many people do you think was like, oh, look, I'm gonna go touch this and all this dumb shit? They would have got fucked up. Just go with the flow of price. Look how the volume kicked in. Look how the volume dumped here. Why? Because we're in a downtrend. You see what I'm saying? That's why in the TikTok lives, I'd be like, what move is bigger than the uptrend? What move bigger than the downtrend? You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to get it to click for y'all. Like, y'all want to go with the flow of price. Do not believe this dumb shit y'all be hearing on the internet. You want to go with the flow of price. You go into the free Telegram, look at all the trades we take, right? Look at this, the volume. Look at the volume helping us win. You see what I'm saying? You want volume, right? Because there's no volume. That's what causes what everybody calls the quote unquote bad price action, right? But even when there's low volume, that's why you want to go with the floor price, because when that volume kicks in, it's going to go in your advantage and in your favor more times than not. But yeah, but you can see NAS is kind of just flipping, but we're going to see what this next 15 looks like. If it can close like this and we start pushing up on the next 15, we might hop in that motherfucker. But I'm also being cautious because, like I said, we're at all-time highs, and we rolled the all-time highs literally all this week, right? So I just want to make sure, again, I don't like to use the word hope, because when you trade, you shouldn't take a trade and then, you know, get on your knees and cross your fingers and shit. You should know what you're going for. But I like the saying goes, prepare for the worst, hope for the best. Again, I'm not hoping for shit, but that's just how the saying goes. So again, like, that's why, again, our win rate's so high as well, because I don't just jump into shit. I think of all the pros and cons. I think of all the possibilities, and then I weigh them out. Yeah, so I like this. So we're gonna wait for this candle to close. So unless NAS trolls us and takes off within this next 1 minute, we're gonna wait for this next 15 to pop up. We're gonna wait for this next 15 to pop up. So unless NAS trolls us and takes off within this minute, we're just gonna wait. We're just gonna wait. Using for that gold done too. That's what's up. That's what's up. So is that not considered a retest on NAS right now? It's retesting. That's exactly what's happening. Well, yeah. So it broke, it closed. This is the retest right here. So yeah, it's retesting. That's why we're waiting right now. So let me read the rest of your comment. You says that not considered a retest on NAS right now. What exactly we're looking for? Yeah. That's exactly what we're talking about. This is a retest, right? Just like with gold, we're either waiting for price to retest this level, then go for sales, or BCR, and then retest this level and go for sales, right? Just like you see here. This is why I tell y'all your stop loss is not getting hunted, right? Because if people tell y'all to breakout trade, But then they say, oh no, the buyers took over. But why, if you wanted to sell here, why did price push to the downside? Because again, price did not BCR versus you see the BCR here, right? Like I tell you all the time, if we use logic, shit they tell us makes 0 sense, right? Breakout trading is going against the flow of price. Does it make any sense to go for sells off support levels and buys off resistance levels? Absolutely not. But that's what you're doing when you're breakout trading. Look right here. Let's say you try to go for sell here, you would have got fucked up. Right? Would have got fucked up. But look how price BCR'd here and then pushed to the downside. But let's hold on. Let's hold that thought. Let's see if we can hold this level right here. And again, this is why I'm patient, because look, nothing has changed, right? We've been live for a cool minute. Us taking this trade is not like we miss anything. So again, do not fall for the hype of thinking you have to jump into a trade immediately, right? Because literally nothing has happened since we've been watching NAS. So even if we took this trade, we would just be trickling in and out of it, right? Let's get this up. Let's see what else we got. Looking for sells or buys for what chart? Looking at 3 charts. What chart are you talking about? I'm not trading GJ. I can tell you why I'm not trading GJ, but I'm not going to talk about setups for GJ. Because again, trading is about going for high probability, high quality stuff. That's why I tell y'all, obviously we're trading NQ, but if y'all wasn't here like 2 weeks ago, we had people breaking down at highs because we didn't touch NQ for like a month. And people are like, what about NQ? What about NQ? When you know how the markets work, you don't want to just trade one chart, right? The reason why I look at multiple charts is because I'm just trying to find a chart that has a clean market structure, aka a clean uptrend or downtrend. And I'm also looking for a chart that meets my confirmations. If you look at only one chart your entire trading career, at some point, price is going to do what we don't like, which is slow down and start to consolidate. When price starts to consolidate, you have a couple options. A, the smart option, which is not trade until the volume cleans up, or B, do what the majority of the internet does, which is what? Force a setup and then cry about price action being bad. You see what I mean? So that's why, like, for like a month and some change, we wasn't touching NQ. But yeah, so that's also why for like a couple weeks, and look, y'all, this is why I wait for the confirmations, right? What would happen was it's such a rush to take the trade. We be in drawdown right now, potentially get our stop loss hit for no reason. You see what I'm saying? That's why I tell you, there's literally no rush to take a setup. There's literally no rush to take a setup. If I did what everybody else did, my win rate would be like everybody else's as well, like a 30%, 40%. But the reason why I win rate so high is because I literally do not rush into setups. I do not force setups, and I'm picky with my setups. But yes, I can pull up GJ, but it's the same reason why we didn't touch GU or GJ for like 2 weeks straight, because let's just pull up GJ, right? Let's just pull up this nasty shit called GJ. Right, look at what GJ's been doing since May started, consolidating, right? So what would have happened if we kept on trying to go for buys or sells here? We would have got fucked up, right? So we was looking for buys earlier this week, but as we can see, we got pushed back into the consolidation. So unless GJ pushes back up, I'm not touching it. So depending on what price does go into New York session, I might talk about it with the members and students, but as of right now, I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it, right? Because again, trading is about going for high probability, high quality setups. If there's a thing called A+ setups, that means we have to assume there's things called B setups, C setups, D setups, F setups. A lot of people are taking D setups and C setups, which is why their win rate shows, the grade of a D and an F, you know what I mean? You only want to go for A+ setups. Yes, that requires more patience, but patience pays. And again, what are we here to do? Are we here to just do shit? That's why people say trading is gambling, because people are literally gambling. Are we here to make some money, or are we here just to be in a trade, just to be in the trade? You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm not looking at GJ. So until GJ gets his act together, I'm just gonna let it do its thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna let it do its thing. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what this next 5 minute looks like. Yeah, so NAS is still kind of teasing us right now. Let's see what else we got. Thank you. I got you on that now. Okay. So now I know who you are. Okay, cool. How does the all-time highs change or affect your strategy? It doesn't really change or affect my strategy. So this goes back to what I was just talking about, right? So you're a playmaker, so you already know, right? You know we weren't touching NQ for like a month and some change, right? Now, why is that? Because when we're at all-time highs, this is also the reason why people was getting fucked up. Because again, for some reason, again, I'm not part of the group chat. I don't know why these gurus push NQ propaganda, but that's why people was talking about price action was bad last month. Because last month, what was NQ doing? Making all-time highs, right? But what was everybody doing at all-time highs? Trying to short the all-time highs, which is not what you want to do. Because again, if we're in an uptrend, what move is bigger? The move to the upside. So why was I not trading NQ? Because if we're at all-time highs, what are we going to target? Yes, we know we can go for buys, but there's literally no prices to target because it's literally making new levels and new prices as we speak. You see what I'm saying? So the reason why I switched from NQ to US30YM is because US30YM wasn't at all-time highs until last week. So we had levels to target. You see what I'm saying? While we not only did we have levels to target, but we also was able to still go with the flow of price. That's why people was getting fucked up last month trading NQ, because they're like, okay, we're in the uptrend, but they probably even know it was in the uptrend, to be honest, because they be on the 30-second chart. But that's why a lot of people was getting fucked up with NQ, because they're like, oh, I'm just going to go for the reversal. All right, like y'all was in the live last week, we had a few people saying that as well. Shout out to you if you're in here. It's all good. You don't know what you don't know, but we had people saying that same thing while I was taking NQ buys. Oh, is that all-time highs are going to reverse? I'm like, no, we're going to go for buys still, right? So it doesn't really change anything. It just stops me, because again, the reason why we have these levels marked out, the reason why the shit's so accurate is because we have shit to go off of, right? That's why this shit's so precise, because we're going based off past history, past actions, past movements, past events. But if we're making all-time highs, we have nothing to target. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't really change my strategy. It just makes me, again, I have to just wait until we get a retracement, right? That's why last week and this week we went for NQ buys, because we finally had retracements, so we could go for buy setups. But when we go look at NQ, that thing was flying for a long ass time before it retraced. You see what I'm saying? So we can see here. So again, this is when we finally broke out the downtrend. We pushed up. We had this retest here, but after this retest here and here, we kept on making all-time highs. Then we priced for trace. We went for buys here, but then price for trace, and it just kept on pushing, right? So it was literally no levels to target until price for trace. So that's why it wasn't until last week we was going for buys, right? Because when we go look at NQ versus US30, right? US30 just made all-time highs. So the whole time NQ was making all-time highs, we had all these levels to target, which is why we was making money on US30YM, while everybody else is getting fucked up on NQ, right? Because we were still able to go for buys and push to the all-time highs. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't switch the strategy up. It's just, again, this goes all back to market structure. Right? The reason why this shit works is because we're going based off what we know, versus everybody else is being taught to guess and try to outsmart the markets, which is why you get fucked up, because you can't outsmart the markets. You see what I'm saying? All right, so NAS is pushing back up. Let's see how this next 5 minute looks. And then with gold, again, we're either looking for price to retest 4406 or BCR and turn 4380 as resistance and look for sales. Let me get you off the screen. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, videos on marketing with tutorials online. I tend to place them around. I go over that in Playmaker University. Join Playmaker University. You watch any of my YouTube videos. When I say y'all enjoy this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below any questions, comments, concerns you may have. You will notice there's 3.5 minutes left in the video. And if you watch to the end of that video, I answer that question, also show you what it looks like behind the scenes in advanced play signal, Playmaker University, etc., etc. But I go over this in Playmaker University. I go over my full strategy, get all the books for free. I show you how to mark off these levels, how to enter trades, exit trades. All that's in Playmaker University. NQ, we're not selling NQ again. We're in an uptrend. Right, this goes back to the TikTok lives. If we're in an uptrend, trending upwards, what move is bigger? Right, if we're in an uptrend, trending upwards, what move is bigger? This goes back to the TikTok live. That's why I be telling y'all, because some of y'all be in the TikTok live, y'all be like, how do we know if the trend's gonna change? I'm like, that's what we're talking about, right? Every question I ask in the TikTok lives, everything I show y'all is for a reason. So when we go in today's TikTok live, you're gonna understand the method to the madness. Again, trading is about going for high probability, high quality setups, right? So again, don't take this the wrong way, but that you're literally talking about what I was talking about like 5 minutes ago. That's what everybody was doing last month, trying to short all-time highs of NQ. You don't want to short in an uptrend, just like you don't want to long in a downtrend. You see what I'm saying? You want to go with the flow of price. You want to go with the flow of price. If you was on a kayak in the rapids, right, are you going to try to go against the current, or are you going to go with the current? What's going to happen if you're on a kayak trying to go against the current? What do you think is going to happen? You're going to get fucked up, right? It's the same thing in trading. Everybody's getting fucked up because they're trying to go against the current. You see what I'm saying? Let's see what else. You show an example of good reversal. Again, I'm not going to show an example of reversals because I'm not trying to entertain reversals, because again, we don't go for reversals. You don't want to go for reversals. You want to go for reversals. Do you have a list of all the correct charts to be on? Not necessarily correct charts. I can tell you the charts I look at though. Because like I said, you can trade whatever. Like you can do this right now. Go to my YouTube channel. Right? Go to my YouTube channel. I'm going to do it with y'all. So I'm going to go to my YouTube channel. Go to my profile. Go to live streams, right? And you know how, I think they changed it because again, they always like to change shit. But if you go to the latest, right, I'm going to do it with y'all. All right, you see my handsome face? We go to latest, go to oldest. And if you go to my oldest London session lives, right, we're about to do this together. If you go to my oldest London session lives, right, you can see, hold on, let me mute this. Y'all can see, I used to look at 20 different fucking charts, right? I used to look at literally 20 different fucking charts, right? And I used to do this to show y'all this works on everything. If you go into the free Telegram, first link in the description, you will see that I used to trade all types of shit, right? I used to trade all types of shit. Y'all never heard me utter once AUD New Zealand, GBPJPY, Euro AUD, unless you're an OG, especially Euro GBP. Fuck that chart, right? But I used to look at all types of charts just to show y'all that this works on everything. You see what I'm saying? This works on everything, right? Especially, fuck the Swiss franc. Y'all trade Swiss franc pairs, y'all a different breed, because that's literally the definition of chop city. All right, but again, we've been catching these big ass drops and pushes since 2022. All right, look at this big ass move right here. Look at 12. I wish NAS was $12,000. Shit, I wish NAS was $12,000, right? I'm telling you, we used to really do this. I'm telling you, we do this shit, y'all. We do this shit, right? So again, you don't want to go for reversal. You want to go with the flow of price. But yes, but as far as the correct charts, I can tell you what I'm looking at currently, but there's no correct chart. Right? Any chart you can make money on. Any chart you can make money on. But let me do this before this next 15 pops up, because y'all know when I like to teach, that's when the markets like to sneak off. All right. So for futures, these are the charts I'd recommend looking at. So let me put you on the screen. So again, these aren't correct charts, but these are charts I'd recommend looking at. And shout out to Yaz for 6B, because she put me on that shit. And then Forex, I just look at GBPUSD. But there's other charts. But these are just the charts I look at, right? So these are the charts I look at. I look at 2 futures indices setups and look at 2 Forex setups. Obviously, we only got 1 Forex setup right now, but that's because GJ is null and void until he gets his act together. But yeah. All right, let's see what this next 15 looks like. We gotta do hour. Okay, so now NAS is trying to do something. So now we're gonna hop in this motherfucker. So now we're gonna hold it straight to SRT because we're in this motherfucker. Now I like what we see here. Now I like what we see here. Now we're in here like swimwear. Now I was trying to retest, but I'm in this shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm in this shit. Now again, this is what I'm doing. If you don't like what I see, if you don't see what I see, you don't gotta take the setup because like always ain't financial advice. I'm literally just showing you what I'm doing. If y'all agree with it, cool. If not, that's cool as well. But I'm in this motherfucker. Y'all can do what y'all want. Like again, it's y'all's accounts, y'all's money. But I'm in this motherfucker. If y'all got any questions, drop in the chat. When we looking at your charts, drop in the chat. Alright, so we're gonna let this thing do its thing. Gold and G are still ranging. Again, we do have news at 8:30 later on today. So we're gonna let this thing play out. So I'm not taking any other trades to New York session. This is the only trade I'm taking London session. So we're gonna let this thing play out. Then we'll see what New York session got as well. See how this thing plays out. If y'all got any questions, drop in the chat and I got y'all. Get up my phone with the shot. Give me 1 second. Look at AJ. You talking about GBPJPY? I can take a look at that. Give me a second. All right, so look at AJ. So again, same thing, y'all. This chart. Now, I'm not saying you can't find a setup, but everything ain't worth it, right? This shit looks nasty, right? Again, what do you think you'll have a higher likelihood of making money on? Again, I'm not saying if you take a trade, you won't make money, but it's all about likelihood of success. That's why a lot of people struggle because they just worry about temporary shit. We're talking about long-term consistently. What do you think you're gonna have the most success trading? An uptrend or downtrend or consolidation? Look at the price right here. Look how price is struggling to do anything, right? So this is a chart I would not trade because again, I'm not saying there's not a setup to be found because motherfuckers will find a setup out of anything. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you know, you go to some countries, some delicacies don't look so delicate to me. You know what I'm saying? But you go to some of these countries, they be tearing that shit up. Hey, to each his own. But I don't know about you, but I like shit that look good and taste good. You feel what I'm saying? So when a chart looks like this, that's unattractive to me. So I'm not touching it. Right? I'm gonna wait for it to get its act together. I'll see you in a couple weeks or something. So yeah, look at the market structure, right? Price is struggling to go up or go down. I wouldn't really want to take a setup here. I'd want to wait. When we're consolidating, I'd want to wait for price to either BCR below or BCR above. You see what I'm saying? But we just hit TP1 on NQ. So shout out to those that's in here. Y'all should be in profit on this. Let me grab my phone and let the members know we're in profit. TP1 hits. You know, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. So again, that's why I told your ass, get into these live streams. Did you watch yesterday's live? Let me know if you watched yesterday's live, Will. But again, it's this simple, y'all. This simple. So everybody that had tiny ass stop losses, they probably this week gonna say, "Oh my god, my stop loss got 100." But that's why again, you don't do a tiny ass stop loss. TP2 just got hit. 4-0 for the week, ladies and gentlemen. 4-0 for the week. 4 for 4, no Wendy's, man. Wendy's should sponsor my ass though. All right, TP2 just got hit. Yeah, it's that easy, y'all. It's literally this fucking easy. It's literally this fucking easy. Again, where are all the trolls from TikTok? Oh wait, I blocked them. That's probably why they're not on my YouTube live streams. But all these motherfuckers that be in my YouTube lives, my TikTok lives, they're never in the YouTube lives. Never. Why? Because when the charts are on, they can't troll, right? But they steady be disliking my videos, which is weird as hell. But anyway, shout out to everybody in the live. Shout out to everybody in the live. Shout out to everybody in the live. Again, the simple uptrend buy, downtrend sell, buy out support levels, sell off resistance levels. Simple. Nobody should close this trade red. If you're not in the signal room, you don't know what the TPs are, don't know what the entry SL is, stick to your trading plan, take your profits if you're happy with your profits. If you're not in the signal room, you want to know what the TPs are, I know what to do. Join that signal room. Join Playmaker University. Get y'all's copy of the playbook. Shout out to those that got their copy. Get y'all's copy of the playbook as well. See the method to the madness. Again, it's this simple, y'all. It's this simple. Took a little patience, but it's this simple, y'all. It's literally this simple. It's called the fucking playbook for a reason. Let's see what else we're gonna do, right? Because we still got a little bit of work to do. Like I said, you don't know what you're doing. You're happy with your profits, take your profits. Nobody should close this trade red. All right, we had a nice 1-to-1. Nobody should close this trade red. Quick 30 points or 3 points. I forgot, futures is different. Is that 30 points for y'all? I'll do the math later. How far you think it'll go up? I don't got a crystal ball, my boy. That's why you have to have a TP and SL. Again, this is why you have to have a strategy and a trading plan. I don't got a crystal ball. I'm not related to that SR Raven, right? I got my entry, my SL, my TP. So you want to know the entry SL TPs? Join the signal. But as far as how far I think it will go up, I don't think that far. I think about how I'm gonna make money. I think about are we gonna uptrend, buy, downtrend, sell. That's all I think about. I don't do that shit. Now, when it comes to crypto and stocks, the long-term investment side, I'll do that. But I don't, on day trading, no. I'm just worried about what price is doing right now. I don't really think that far ahead. Because that's what throws you off, right? Because that's what people do. They're like, oh, let's just go back to what we just talked about. Oh, we're at all-time highs on NAS100, so let's short it, right? Why are people saying let's short it? Because they're just trying to guess or come up with shit, right? So I don't like to do that when it comes to day trading, especially because it's not long investing. I like to see what I see and take what I see for face value. I don't really like to go that far ahead in time. All right, so again, if y'all did not take any profits, not freak out. Just hold the SRTB gets hit or take your profits. That's simple. Either trail your stop loss, take partials, or hold to SL or TP gets hit. Or if you're happy with your profits, close the trade. It's that simple. That's why I tell y'all before y'all start trading, you need to have a trading plan and a trading strategy so that way you're not trying to figure all this shit out while you're in the trade. But we caught a quick little dub. So even if New York session's trash or bad compared according to everybody else, doesn't matter. Because we just made some money. My blue and gold lines are my key price levels. These are levels I enter and exit off of. We're gonna be on for a little bit longer, y'all. Y'all got any questions? Drop in the chat, and I got y'all. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Y'all see it scrolling at the bottom of y'all screen. These are my only Instagram and TikTok accounts. As far as where I show my face, any other account that's hitting y'all or following y'all or contacting y'all, it is not me. I don't care how similar it looks. These are my only Instagram and TikTok accounts. Let's see what else we got. Can you look at USD CAD? I'm in the buy right now. Entry. Cool. I put first time. Okay. Let's take a look at it. You said USD CAD. You know what's funny? So many. I don't know. I'm gonna keep that to myself. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep that to myself. All right. Let's see what you're talking about. So you said interest 38.52. All right. SL 38.45. Okay. And then you said your TP is 38.70. Well, you're in profit right now, so shout out to you, my boy. You're in profit. That's a good RR, so that's a lot better. All right, that's a good RR. Now let's see if, okay, so yeah, you're an uptrend going for buys and you're making money. I know it's crazy that you're in an uptrend going for buys making money, but yeah, this is a good setup right here. This is a good setup. Ain't got nothing to say. The RR is good. Going for buys in the uptrend and you're in profit. Shout out to you, my boy. So again, just don't let the winner turn to a loser. So either hold to SL or TP gets hit, or once you're at a 1-to-1, trail your stop loss, whatever the case may be. But that's why you have to have a trading plan. Your trading plan should tell you what to do in certain situations, right? But yeah, so I ain't got nothing bad to say about that. Shout out to you. You're making money, which is the ultimate goal. Shout out to you, my boy. Yeah, it's the best thing to do. You missed the entry, just wait for the retest. Yeah, shout out to you. I ain't got nothing bad to say about it. But that goes back to what I was talking about. It does not matter what chart you trade, as long as it's clean market structure. Buy off support levels, sell off resistance levels. That's all you got to do. Buy off support levels, sell off resistance levels. Make sure to like the live and subscribe, y'all. We're almost at 6,000 subscribers. Make sure to like the live and subscribe. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. You'll see it scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Make sure to check out the videos in the playlist. Got a new video dropping for later on today on both the stock and the crypto channel. I'm just trying to figure out what time to post on the crypto channel. Do y'all think I should post the same time I post on this channel, which is like around 11, 12 o'clock? Or do y'all think I should post like in the afternoon or the evening on the crypto and stock channel? I don't know. It's a new channel, so I can kind of do whatever I want, but I'm trying to figure out what's the best time to post. What do y'all think? Do y'all think I should post in the morning, evening, or afternoon on the stock and crypto channel? Let me know in the chat. Yep, but Nas is pushing. Shout out to you. I've been learning trading for a while, but I started watching you 2 weeks ago, and everything has been clocking. So shout out to you, bro. Appreciate it. Hey, that's why I'm playing What I'm telling you, it's very simple, y'all. Trading should not be complicated. Trading should not be complicated, right? Again, you want to use everything to your advantage, right? Everything people complain about, the reason why they complain about it online is because they're not using it to their advantage, right? That's like getting upset that water splashed you and you're wet now. That's just how it works. You know what I'm saying? So again, uptrend buys, downtrend sells, enter buys of support level, sells off resistance levels. Very simple. Very simple. Again, you should not need to overcomplicate it. That's why everybody's confused, because it's overcomplicated. This is not chemistry class. We're not trying to mix protons with neutrons and all this other shit. Right? There's not no E equals MC squared to the 5th power. None of that shit, right? It's very simple. It's very simple. $4.0 for the week is not bad. Let's see what New York Sessions got in store. Let's see what New York Sessions got in store. Again, we do have 8:30 news for USD pairs today. So again, either trade before news or trade after news. That's all you got to do. Either trade before news or trade after news. Let me see what my schedule's looking like. What's my schedule looking like today? And for those that did sign up for one-on-one sessions, all right, I promise I'm not being a dickhead, but y'all gotta work with me, right? I got a lot of people doing one-on-one sessions, so that's why I say you gotta schedule it a day before. And what I mean by a day before, I'm not saying, okay, today's Thursday, set up for Friday. No, I'm talking about if today's Thursday and you want to set up a one-on-one session, you cannot do today or Friday, do at least Saturday or day beforehand, right? Just like, let's say today was Monday, do not set a session up for today or tomorrow morning, set it up for Wednesday or day after. That way I can prepare for it and see it, and that way I'm ready for it, right? Because just imagine you look at your schedule and you got your schedule clear, then you go to sleep and then you wake up, it's a bunch of shit, right? I have, like, the way I have my life set up, I have things planned every single day. Like, I have things planned every day, what I'm going to do, what time I have to do certain things, what time I have time to not do certain things. So that kind of throws things out for me, right? So that's why I'm telling y'all, y'all got to schedule it that way. That's why every time I sign up for one-on-one sessions, that's the first thing I tell you, right? So again, just work with me. That's all I ask. So again, that's all I ask with the one-on-one sessions, all right? I know some of y'all are confused with that shit. Why have y'all rescheduling and saying I can't do the session? It's because of that reason. It's because of that reason. Just because the time's available does not mean set it up, right? Still do what I asked you, all right? Shout out to the playmakers. So we almost hit the next TP. Like, there's over 10 of y'all motherfuckers I'm doing one-on-one session with. So again, imagine, you know, 7 days of the week, and imagine out of nowhere you had 2 sessions one day, and then the next thing you know, you wake up, now there's 5 sessions. You're like, no. You know, that's 5 hours, you know what I mean? You can do a lot in 5 hours. So that's all I'm asking. It's just to work with me. I'm gonna work with y'all, just work with me. You understand? I got you. Speaking of which, I got 2 sessions today later. Damn, y'all lying to me the fuck up Friday, though. I got a lot of shit for Friday, but that's all good. So yeah, so again, these 2 charts ain't do nothing. The chart that made our confirmations, we got the setup. Y'all late to the party, just rewind the live. Y'all can see us take the setup. A lot of good questions asked on today's live as well. Let's see what else we got. Do I exit this USD cash trade at 30? How does that work? If you want, right? News is not no magical thing, right? News goes with the floor of price, right? So either trade before news, trade after news. Since you're trading before news, before the news pops off, you either close the trade or move your SL in profit before the news plays out, or just close the trade. You know what I mean? That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. We're gonna be on for a little bit longer, y'all. So if you got any questions, drop in the chat and I got y'all. We're gonna be on for a little bit longer. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. How to do the analysis for this trade? I got you. I got you. See. So before I do this, it's exactly just like the trade breakdowns on YouTube. Okay. So after this live is over, check out the trade breakdown playlist on YouTube. It's exactly like the trade breakdown playlist on YouTube. So the same reason I took the buy yesterday, the same reason why I took the buy on Tuesday, right? Hit the join the free signal free Telegram. The same reason why we went for NQ buys yesterday, NQ buys Tuesday. It's the same reason why I said it Monday night to look for NQ buys, right? So the first thing you got to do is you guys identify the trend on the daily time frame. Okay. So before today took place, because this is today, right? So get rid of today. What do we see, right? This goes back to the TikTok lives. We have the uptrend. We have consolidation. And we have the downtrend. So when we look at price, we see we're in an uptrend, right? This one's very simple. We're in an uptrend. So this goes back to what I asked on the TikTok lives. If you're not in the TikTok lives, I don't know what y'all doing. Unless you're at work getting to that bread, I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all gotta be in the TikTok lives. But this is why I ask all those 3 questions in the TikTok lives. And uptrend trending upwards, what move is bigger? The move to the upside or move to the downside? Move to the upside, right? If we're uptrend trending upwards and the move to the upside is bigger than the move to the downside, what logically makes the most sense to go for? Buys, right? Very simple. Uptrend buys, downtrend sells. So now that we know we're in an uptrend and we're looking for buys, I sound just like my YouTube trade breakdowns, right? But I'm telling you, it's literally just like the trade breakdowns. Literally just like the trade breakdowns. Since we're in uptrend looking for buys, since we're in uptrend, we're looking for buys. Now that I know we're looking for buys, that's why I mark up on key price levels and then hop onto the smaller time frame. Again, identify the trend on the bigger, enter on the smaller time frame. So now that we know we're in an uptrend looking for buys, we went into buys on support levels, just like we went into sells on resistance levels. Now I do update my levels every day, which is why I tell you to join Platinum University, because it's not the same thing every day. Because obviously we go look at the trade, or if y'all was in the live stream yesterday, y'all can obviously see we entered off a key price level, but we look at right now, that gold line, that blue line is not there, right? Because again, we update our levels every single day. Just like this NAS level here, it's still kind of matching up. But if we go look at the trade we took on Monday, or if y'all was in Monday's live stream, the levels are kind of off, right? That's because I update my levels every day. But you went into buys off support levels, sells off resistance levels, right? So then if you rewind the live, you'll see us take this setup, right? So again, price BCR, held as low as support. That's when we went for buys. But it's literally that simple. Literally that simple. No trend lines, no indicators, no, I didn't see no lingo. It's literally that simple. Uptrend buys, downtrend sells, enter buys of support, sells off resistance. Now, why did we go for gold sales yesterday and Tuesday? Why did gold tank last night as well? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. One time, this shit's so simple. These people be overcomplicating the hell out of it. Go to gold on the daily time frame. Boom. Let's get rid of this shit. Let's rewind to the beginning of the week, right? This was Tuesday, this was Monday. So why, even though we saw this green candlestick Monday, why did my crazy ass tell y'all to go for sales yesterday and Tuesday? Why did my crazy ass go for sales yesterday and Tuesday? Let's break it down. Again, what trend are we in? These are the only 3 cycles: uptrend, consolidation, downtrend. Okay. So why are we in a downtrend even though we see this push to the upside? Because what does the downtrend consist of? Lower lows, lower highs. Uptrend consists of what? Higher highs, higher lows. So how does the uptrend go? Higher high, higher low, lower high. All right, the uptrend does not go higher high, lower low. That's not how the uptrend goes. The downtrend doesn't go lower low, higher high, which is why I tell y'all reversals are not trend changes. Reversals are simply just disruptions of the trend. Okay. Let me pull out the playbook. Let's pull out the playbook, y'all. And again, if you don't got your copy of the playbook, I don't know what you're doing. Besides procrastinating, the proof's in the pudding, y'all. I don't know what else y'all doing. Just don't buy Chipotle for 2 days, you can get the playbook. All right, all you gotta do is not buy Chipotle for 2 days, and you can get the playbook. You know what I'm saying? Or go to the club before 10, and you can buy the playbook. Right? Go to the club before 10, or just don't buy Chipotle for 2 days. All right, so let's go to the rules of the downtrend. Let's go to the rules of the downtrend. And see, like I told y'all, when you ask questions, y'all interact with me. I don't mind being on live longer, but I'm not gonna, like I said, I don't be at my desk like this. So I'm not gonna just be live for kicks and giggles. So I don't mind being on a little bit longer if y'all got questions. So like I said, it's here for price to continue to go down. It has to do what? Break support levels and turn them into resistance levels. This is what creates the lower low. The only way the uptrend will come into play is a price breaks past the lower high or breaks past the lower high and turn the previous resistance level into a support level, like how the green arrow shows. All right, so let's retrace prices steps: lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Right. So this is the lower low. Boom. This is the lower high. You can even say this is the lower high right here, but we're gonna say this is the lower high right here. Okay. So then Monday, price did this right here. Now it broke past it, but again, rejections do not mean the trend changed. So not only do we need to see this happen, but we need to see price either turn this level into support, like how the green arrow shows, or we need to see what does the uptrend consist of? Higher highs and higher lows. So we either need to see price do this, or we need to see price make a higher low than a higher high. So when we go to Tuesday, price obviously didn't do that shit, right? Push back down below, right? Which is why we went for sales Tuesday after price pushed back down below here. Why we went for sales yesterday? Because we're in a downtrend. Right, very simple. That's why price tanked today. I know it's crazy. Downtrend moves to the downside. We're gonna move to. I know it's a crazy concept, right? If we bring these fucking alphabet traders in this live, they'd be mind blown, right? But that's how simple it is. Downtrend sell, uptrend buy. Right. Gotta identify the trend on a bigger time frame. And then we identify the trend on a bigger time frame. Look at how the dumps are so much bigger going down. So this is one where they say online, oh, the seller, this is when they were like, oh, look, the sellers just magically took over. No, motherfucker, that's the volume for the daily time frame, right? It's not sellers magically taking over all this dumb shit, right? But that's how simple it is. Uptrend buy, downtrend sell, enter buys on support, sells off resistance. That's all it is to it. That's all it is to it. All right, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the live. Shout out to everybody's been live since the beginning. Shout out to everybody's been live since y'all joined. Make sure you hit those links in the description. Join the free signal room, free Telegram. Like always, you're interested in learning how to identify these levels, my signal service, my mentorship programs. Y'all know what to do. Join the Advanced Play Signal, join Playmaker University. Get y'all's copy of the playbook. I must have hurt some people's feelings. I guess people like Chipotle because people left after that saying, don't buy Chipotle for don't buy Chipotle. Hey, I get it. Chipotle's cool. All right. But like always, I got any questions, y'all can hit me up on Instagram, Telegram, or TikTok. Again, this is my only Instagram, my only TikTok, and my Telegram is my Telegram. All right. And again, do not search me up on Telegram either. There are fake Telegram channels as well. Some of y'all are in fake Telegram channels. All right. Do not search me up on Telegram. Click my links. There are fake Telegram channels. All right. They're weak ass fake Telegram channels, but there are fake Telegram channels of me as well. All right. So only join through my links and only talk to me on that TikTok and that Instagram. All right. We'll be back live later on TikTok. Members, you know I got y'all after the news. And again, we have 8:30 news. I gotta check my schedule. I know we haven't been live lately during New York session, but I've been busy as hell. So I might switch up our members' lives to, I don't know. I got to figure that out this weekend. Because I do want to do some members' lives. We haven't done that in a minute. So I gotta this weekend figure out what time we're gonna do that shit. All right, because I know y'all miss me. I miss y'all too. It's all good. But yeah, we're peace. We out, y'all. Peace. We out. We're gonna see how NQ plays out.